In the Terminator Salvation, it starts off with them basically finding this guy named Marcus Wright, and he's basically someone that was sent from the future, and it's they found out that like you can like replicate like DNA and stuff like that. I think it was interesting that from like taking like a science fiction like perspective, I think it's really interesting that they use like someone like coming from the future. Like, is there like that kind of makes you wonder, is there a way that we can figure out to bring people from the future? Like, it like obviously like there's a time travel like so like in the movie there's obviously like this time travel thing, but is there a way that we can figure something out to find people that are in the future, if there is like a parallel universe and something like that? It like really makes you like wonder like if that is like something that we could find or like invent something that like if there is like another world. Like all like the other Terminator movies, this one like is like them like trying like stop the war, and I thought it was interesting that like they have like the Terminator, who's like all like this big technological like person, and they like are using this, like they're trying to like fight this. It makes like me wonder, at least like if we like keep creating things like this, are they going to end up like having a mind on, like if we could like make something like this, could they like end up having like the mind of their own, and we're trying to fight against like things that we've already created from like multiple like scientists like that watch things like this. I wonder if like they don't even want to challenge like making something like this, because what if like it does, what if it could possibly like backfire on us and like make it as if like there's no way for us to go back. Like if we've already invented something like this, will there be no way for us to stop it? Like in this movie, it's scary to think that like things like this could be thought of, but like is there like also like a benefit from it? Like obviously like there's something like this where there's like these Terminator things, and like if we could send them like off to, like into a war, like are they going to like turn their back against us and then be fighting us? I think it's really cool though that like film directors and stuff like this can think of like stuff like this. Like why is it possible that like film directors can think of things like this when like scientists like then look to like people like that, like when their scientists are like this intelligent, but they like they're finding their inspiration from like movie directors and like movies. It's like kind of like eye-opening that people that have like such like a wider imagination can like think of things like this and like help find like the intelligent or the superior, like find like an invention or something like to make like that. So I think that's like really interesting that like they're finding their inspiration from like people that are just like thinking, like making things up basically. So my name is Hailey Nelson, and I am in your Tech 182 class.